on, guys? So I have a story for you guys. I'm up at Pratt and Frankfurt, I think, because I just showed the property for a buyer client of mine. He's looking to pick up in a little multi-family, which is a house that has 2, 3, or 4 apartment buildings in it, or apartments in it. And we looked at something on Brill Street. If you guys are following me on Instagram, which you should be, you'll see that if you were on there today, you'll see the car that was in the basement. That was from today, and that was from Brill Street. So after we go outside and we talk in depth about what it would take to fix the place and yada yada yada, he's questioning whether he wants to pull through with it, because right behind Brill is a cemetery. It's in that, and it was hilarious because he said, man, I don't know if I would. And then he asked me if, would you rent a place with the cemetery? Was right in your backyard? And I said no. So he's a little put off by that, and I don't blame him, rightfully so. I told him, like, as your realtor, and friend, I don't know that I would recommend this, because it's a 50-50 chance that whoever you rent the place to, or whoever you show the place to rent it out. Anyways, whatever. So I'm walking away from this appointment, and I put the GPS on to get me to my next place. Following the GPS like a faithful, person, GPS says make a right turn. I signal and I make a right turn, and then I look up and I realize, like, all these cars are faced in one direction, which is the opposite of the way I'm driving. And I'm thinking, all right, well, maybe there's at least one something here. And I'm looking all the way down the block, and I see that the stop sign was turned the other way. And I was like, fudge, this is a one-way. So I start trying to maneuver, start moving the car to position myself up for a U-turn, which was, the spacing was tight. And then I get whoop, 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 whoop in the back, and the lights and everything. And I'm just like, ugh. All right, so I just put my car in park, and these 2 big black cops just walk out. They look awesome, dude, vest and everything. I'm like, holy crap, it's over. Like, these guys are brawling, dude. They come out, and they have these stuck punch faces, like, who's this little law-breaking citizen? I'm gonna kick his butt. And I roll my windows down, and they walk up on both sides. One's coming up on the right, one's coming up on the left. And the guy that's coming up on my right-hand side just starts laughing, like, bro, what are you doing? What are you doing? And he goes, let me guess, the GPS? And I look down at my lap, where my phone is, and it has the GPS app open. And they just started laughing, like, yo, it happens, man. It happens. And like, hey, we're not here to hurt you, but dude, we got to see your license, registration. We got to see your, insurance, license, insurance, and registration. And I just said sure, and I gave it to them. And they were just saying, I don't know what's going on, but the GPS has done that a lot. And he's like, yo, if you're using Waze, just report that, because I know you can report that. And I'm just like blown away by the customer service from a cop. Amazing customer service from a cop. Here I am. I guess a client, and I've done completely something stupid, egg all over my face. I'm driving up a one-way, and here they are just kind of making the situation a light situation, and I really appreciated that. And these guys took it a step further, dude. Start asking me about my day, what I'm up to, because the other partner had went back to the car to run the reports, and he's just, I tell him, oh, I'm up here. I just finished showing a house on Brill Street. And he's like, oh, and this is where I really, I was already pleased with this cop before, but this guy goes above and beyond, and he starts telling, oh, you're buying on Brill Street. And he said, what block? I said, oh, the 1700 block. And he goes, oh, you know what, I would ask my partner when you come back about that, because I don't know, this area is a hit or miss, but I think that area is a big miss. And I was like, oh, that's good advice, because I'm not from the area. All I can do is go on a computer, pull up comps, and run the numbers, in a vacuum, right? In a very vacuumed environment, and say, hey, this is what the property can cash flow based on what has historically rented in the area. But that doesn't factor in the area itself. You know what I mean? It doesn't factor in things like crime rate or the fact that people are, or if there's a new crime spree going on, you know, that wouldn't be reflected online unless you live on a block. You know what I mean? So partner comes back, says, hey buddy, everything's good, you know, we're just gonna let you go for verbal warning. And then, you know, officer on the left-hand side, officer on the right-hand side asks the cop on the left-hand side, hey, he's thinking about buying a property, or he was showing a property on, you know, such and such street, the 1700 block. And my guy says, you know, I would stay away from that one. And I'm like, wow, dude. So here I go from running a one-way, you know, thinking I'm gonna get this huge effing ticket, to making some really good friends. You know, I gave him my business card. I said, give me a call if you ever have any questions about real estate. You know, anytime. You guys serve us so much, I'd be more than happy to return the favor. And on top of that, they just helped me and my clients avoid a decision that we probably were going to go with, because if seller went low enough on the price, dude, we were going to pull the trigger on that one, because cash flow wise it made sense. But they're telling us to walk away from it because of the neighborhood and, you know, this sprue of crime that's coming up. And that got me thinking, like, moving forward, I'm probably gonna try and call the precinct and say, what do you guys think about this area? What's the crime going on in this area? Would you feel comfortable buying here, or if your daughter would buy here, or yada yada yada, and really see what their response is, and kind of use that as a way to kind of weave out neighborhoods that I might have invested in, have invested in. So that's an interesting thing. I never even thought about that, but, you know, who knows the streets more than the cops, you know, that have to parole these streets and keep it safe, and, you know, who gets crime reports more so than they do. I mean, it just makes so much logical sense, but I would have never thought about it had it not been for this GPS errored encounter. So that's my little story. Hopefully it was helpful.